What up, everybody? Welcome to a very impromptu video. Like I did not have anything planned for tonight. I was actually getting ready to go to bed, actually, even though I took a little nap earlier. But I have all these Halo figures, which I'll do a quick pan here. These were gifts from my brother and my mom. Um, what up, Nova? How's it going? So I got pretty much almost the whole series. Um, And like I said, these are gifts from my mom. I bought four of these things, but the rest were gifts. Basically, we realized, okay, we're gonna be tight for money for the next 2 months, just because of everything that's going on in the world. Like we had planned up until about this point with our finances and stuff, hoping that we would, the government would give us another stimulus check or something like that would happen to help out. But since it hasn't happened, it was pretty much like, okay, well, I had a little bit of money saved. My mom had some money, and she was like, hey, let's just get kind of your Christmas gifts now, since you want these new Halo toys. And I said, that's perfect, because I'm going to be by myself for Christmas anyway, so sitting around opening presents won't really work out. So yeah, this was nice that I was able to use my credit card and get a couple of these, and then my mom was able to get a couple, and we were able to nearly complete the set. So what's up? Hype for Miles game in a couple weeks. I know that's another thing that I don't think I'll be able to get now. But hopefully things will change. I do have a second job. I have a so I went job hunting yesterday, and because I need a second job for the holidays, and I think I might have found one, but I have an interview tomorrow, so that's progress. Because normally I don't even get to the interview process. So, a friend of mine recently picked me up the 6.5-inch Master Chief figure, and it's actually pretty cool. Not really details on it, but I'll probably hit it with a black wash. Nice. What up? What the funk, bro? Nice. I've been debating getting these. You know what? I'm more of a. I did see the 6-inch figures. I only want Cat. She's one of my favorite characters from Halo Reach, so I wouldn't mind getting her, and hopefully they make the other Reach characters in that scale. Um, but these are all from Halo Infinite, these figures, and these are 3.75 inch. So they're basically the size of like, well, I guess like the new Spin Master Batman stuff that I've been collecting. They're kind of that size, and for how small they are, I think they're pretty detailed. Obviously, these come with game codes as well for a game that's not out yet, so that's pretty fun. So anyway, yeah, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm gonna save the codes. I don't know if I'll put them in yet. But so as far as the single pack figures, let's take a quick look at them. I have Master Chief here, who looks really nice, and we'll open them up. Don't worry, we'll open them up. I have the pilot. He's the newer character you saw in the trailer. They don't give him a name yet. They just call him the pilot, but I think he does have a name. I think it's been revealed. So if someone knows it, feel free to drop that in the chat. But they all come with, he comes with the Bulldog shotgun, and Master Chief comes with the assault rifle. Pretty standard for that. This one's one of my favorite figures, the Jackal. He looks awesome in his armor. Comes with the Stalker rifle, which is really nice looking. So we have him, and then we have the Brute Captain. So these are all the single pack ones. The Brute Captain comes with the Mangler, this gun here, which I think they're about to make a Nerf version of if you collect Nerf guns, which I collected the original Halo ones. They weren't Nerf. They were made by Boom, I think, or something, Boom Co. But I'll probably buy the Halo ones too at some point. I mean, the Nerf ones at some point. But yeah, so these are the four I got. Yeah, the Jackal's awesome. There are two other figures in the set. There's a UNSC Marine, and there's also a Mark V Spartan white armor Spartan, which I just don't really care. Like if they make a Spartan figure and it's not a like an actual character, I typically don't care about buying them. And UNSC Marine, I already have one in one of the 2-packs over here, as you see right there. And so I just didn't need another Marine. I guess it depends on what codes come with them, though, because maybe that'll get me to go get them at some point. But so the only two I'm missing here, as far as this scale figures, the only ones I'm missing are the Mark V White Spartan and the UNSC Marine. So, and I am excited for Halloween. I'll probably play a Halo game if I'm off on Halloween day, which I don't think I am. I think I work Halloween day. but maybe like a couple days before. I usually play a Halo game. We play Halloween, so I usually do that on leading up to it. So anyway, so let's crack a couple of these open. Feel free to talk. We can talk about anything. We don't have to just talk Halo. If you guys have any other questions, the reason I'm making this video is because I'm waiting for another video to render right now, and it's going to be something I upload tomorrow. It's a Venom vlog episode, and I was about to go to bed, but then I got a call saying that we are not going to be working tomorrow for various reasons. So we all have the day off. So I'm like, okay, well, if I got a day off, then I guess I got a day off. I guess I'm not. I don't need to go to sleep then. But I do have a job interview tomorrow, so I do need to get some sleep so that I'm ready for that. So wow, okay, let me cut this. The back of the boxes are all the same, by the way. Oops, sorry, I keep bumping in the camera. You're being Michael Myers for Halloween? Nice. That's super awesome. I don't think I'll dress up for Halloween, but if I were to dress up, I would love to be like Jason Voorhees. He's my favorite movie monster. I think you just have to obliterate this box, which sucks. I'm not a big fan of... Oh, wait, no, there's just more tape over here. Okay. Sorry. There's a lot of tape. Now that I know where they are all located, though, after finally examining one of these, we'll get through the other ones faster. So the back of the boxes of all these are the same, which is probably where they saved a little bit of money on these, because I was thinking like, wow, that's a good price, like $10 for these little figures. For these, well, they're pretty decent size for $10, and they're pretty detailed for the size as well. So yeah, like he's pretty awesome. But the back is the same. Every box has that image. Every single one, even the 2-packs, they all have that image. All right. So good. I can save the code over here, but I'll show you that each of these characters comes with a base plate. One of these that you can put them on. These are called the World of Halo scale. So that's pretty much what they're calling these. And I'm hoping they have the license for a while. They can make a lot of figures from this, because I would love a whole like 2 or 3 shelves full of figures at this scale. That would be awesome. What's everyone else being for Halloween? And thanks for the 5 thumbs up, everybody. So yeah, now that I have a day off tomorrow, I'm like, oh, let's do a live stream tonight. So here we go. Look at this guy. He looks awesome. The Brute Captain. He's sweet. Can put the helmet on him. Yay, toys. What's up, Venom Vault? What up, dude? Venom Vault, Bruce McDonald, and Rodrigo. If you guys please go check out my latest community post. This gentleman named Rodrigo contacted me via email, and he created a Venom song for the Venom 2 trailer. And it's pretty great, actually. And so he reached out to me and sent it to me. And I got to say, I thought it was awesome. So please go check out my latest community post. And check out his video and subscribe to him. Please subscribe. So I can't remember if they go up or... Yeah, I think they go like this because it's a jetpack. So you put those on his back. Boom and boom. Nice. And then he's got the mauler that you put in his hand. But Rodrigo and Venom Vault and Bruce are all going to be guests coming up on the Parasite podcast. I'll be recording. I'm going to try to, if you're around Venom Vault, maybe we can do it next week. I'm going to be recording Bruce on Tuesday. So if you're around and you want to record on Wednesday or Thursday of next week, let me know. So there you go. There's the Brute Captain. Yes. Oh, yeah, he looks awesome. And then he comes with this base plate. He's got holes on both feet, which is cool. So you can have him just standing flat if you want. Or you can create like a dynamic action scene with him where he's got like, he's kind of standing like this. He's rollerblading through the Halo universe. Yeah, but Halo is definitely a deep passion of mine. I really got into this universe. I will be honest, I am definitely not a lore expert on any of it. I get the years confused a lot. I have a lot of problems remembering the numbers of the years that these events take place in, but I really am completely infatuated with the universe. For example, I know that there's 27 26 that are released, but there's going to be a 27th novel coming out that is set in the Halo universe. So I know enough to know that. I know the recent novels have been Master Chief stories, and the one coming out is called Shadows of Reach, and I'm really interested in reading it. I've probably read about only 5 out of the 27 Halo novels, and the novel for Reach, The Fall of Reach, is definitely one of them. I was told that I can't be a Halo fan until I read that book, so I did. Just like when I was a Star Wars fan, and people said you can't be a Star Wars fan unless you read Shadows of the Empire, which I also did, and it's fantastic. I want a Spider-Man limited costume and a Marvel Legends toy. Nice. Yeah, I want that Venom movie Marvel Legends toy. I found it at the Target nearest me, but they said they couldn't sell it to me because it was before street date. So, which is fine because I have it pre-ordered online, but when I saw it at the store, I was like, well, I might as well just buy it here. But then they were like, yeah, we can't sell it to you because it's before street date. So I was like, all right. So instead, I got this 2-pack over here. Back there. That 2-pack there. That was the last one I was missing. They had it, so I figured, why not? Just spend the $20 on that. And that helped me complete my Halo set. Yeah, because I don't think I'm going to get the UNSC Marine or the White Spartan. Look at that, man. I love his goggles. Let me focus. There we go. Hey, see, cool figures. Were they expensive? No. Hey, what's up, Puffin Man? These figures are $10 each. These individual packed ones, the ones that are back here in that packaging, those are $10. The double packs that are like this one, well, actually, let me just like that. The double packs are $20. So yeah, not too bad actually. They're really, really good. So for 4 of these and the 3 2-packs, that's about $100. And actually, if you do that, if you buy these and buy them at Target, I think right now, I don't know if the sale's still going on. It was going on last week when I got a bunch of these. If you spend $100 on toys, they took $20 off. So it was actually $80. So I got so 2 of these figures were free. Yep. So let me put him on his base, and then let's put the rifle in his hand. There we go. So yeah, he's got a little base he can stand on. And there's how he looks. And I think these bases can connect. Yes, they can. So you can actually connect these bases if you want your 2 guys standing right next to each other or in a battle pose or something along those lines, which I love that. I love when toy companies put a little bit of thought into stuff like that. They missed out on having half Venom, half Tom Hardy head for the Marvel Legends. I really wonder how that deal went through, because it's a very curious deal. Like Sony technically has the licensing rights for merchandise for those movies, but yet Hasbro has a deal with Disney and Marvel overall. So I'm very curious how that figure even exists. And I wonder if maybe the line they couldn't cross was, okay, you can do Venom movie figure, but you can't put it in the likeness of Tom Hardy. Maybe that was something I don't know. Toy licensing is really weird. So who knows? Sorry, in alert mode, I have no audio on my end due to the last minute packing. Hey, that's okay. What's up, Deadeye Shots? Packing, are you moving again, dude? Are you moving closer to me? Are you moving to Florida? Because I would love to have you hang out with. I definitely need more friends down here, that's for sure. Not that I don't love the 2 friends I do have here. I just, rarely get to see them. Although actually Nate and I, we hung out yesterday, which was really cool. I'd like to have Nate on the show at some point. I don't know which show, maybe the Parasite podcast. I'd love to have him on there one day, and you guys get to meet him, because Nate is a friend from pre-ANEURYSM. Like he's a guy that I don't really remember too much pre-ANEURYSM, but has always stayed in touch with me. Like he's just one of those like friends for life kind of guys. And I love him. The guy's amazing. He's so nice to me. And, and he's, every time we meet up, he's like, hey, I'll buy you lunch today. It's the nicest thing. I always feel bad. In fact, actually, we went and ate lunch yesterday after job hunting. and we went to a place that I was like, oh, this place looks kind of cool. Like, should we check it out? And he's like, yeah, it was called T-Rex. It was in downtown Disney. Um, and so we were there eating, and I guess at some point in the meal, the place starts making noise and shaking, and it's almost like because you're surrounded by dinosaurs, so they imitate like a meteor crashing. So the room changes colors from like blue to red, and then there's like strobe lights go off, and holy cow, I was so worried it was going to mess with my head that every time it happened, which was like once every 20 to 30 minutes, so it happened 3 times while we were eating, I had to hold my head down and like cover my ear. And I was like, oh, this sucks so bad because I'm just trying to have fun lunch with my friend, and it's and I'm because of my various ailments, I had to like take cover. All right, so on connecting bases, I like that. Yeah, man, me too. I'm a big fan of that. So anyway, shout out to Nate because Nate's a really nice guy, and he actually got me a Venom pin yesterday, like a Disney pin of Venom, and which was really cool. He got me a chopper, a little wind up chopper toy for my desk because the only thing I like about Star Wars is I like Rebels and Clone Wars, but Rebels definitely is my favorite. So he got me a chopper, and then he got me a Jack Skellington action figure with Zero, which was awesome. Really, really nice of him. Um, but yeah, Nate's a really cool dude. So hopefully I'll have him on the show at some point. So here's the pilot. He's the character in the trailer, the recent Halo trailer, who's like talking to Master Chief, and he's like, "No, I want to go home and be with my family. Like, I was on my way back home, and I found you out in space. So, I don't care about this mission. I don't want. I'm not here to save the universe. I don't want to die. Like, I want to get home and be with my family." And Master Chief's like, "All right, fine. Like, let me just do this one thing, and then we'll get you back into space." Um, so yeah, so this guy, he's kind of like a little neurotic, a little energetic, doesn't fit the normal standard type of characters we see in Halo, but I kind of like that. In Halo, we mainly get military people, and they keep their cool. They don't mess around. They're not like goofy characters for the most part. So it's nice to see a character who's a little bit different. He's a little bit more of an every person who's just stuck in a really bad situation, it seems. So and you can empathize because the guy just wants to get home, and yet he can't. So hey, thanks for the 6 thumbs up. Reach is the only Halo book I've read too. I enjoyed the backstory from the Spartan program, and I believe that's where I heard Master Chief is a redhead. I can't remember those kind of details in that book, but I just remember the overall battle of Reach. So if you liked Reach, the Fall of Reach, then you should definitely check out Shadows of Reach, which I've read a sample chapter, and I think also Steve Downs, who does the voice of Master Chief, he also released an excerpt where he read like one of the early chapters because I think he does the books on tape version, so or the audiobook version. So he released a clip of him reading one of the chapters, and it sounded good. Like hearing it from his voice is great too. But the story is that it's set after like a year, like 2 years after Halo 5. So Cortana is running around using Forerunner technology to wipe out the universe, and Master Chief takes his team, Blue Team, back to Reach because there's some secret that's buried there under the glass. Because obviously the planet has been glassed as of the end of Halo Reach. So yeah, I'm really excited to see them go back to Reach, and they have to get back to Halsey's lab, which was essentially wiped out. I guess there's still a secret room down there that they can have access or get access to, or they got to try to get access to. So I'm really curious to see where we'll go with that story. Hey, you went to Spirit this weekend. Nice. Did you have fun? What do you think is going to happen in the Miles game? I think people who already like the character, like who may have seen Into the Spider-Verse and stuff, are gonna hopefully really like that version that they have of him in that game. But what I really think it is if you remember, Into the Spider-Verse didn't do that well financially in the theater, but it did win an Academy Award, and it did get people's attention with its style and everything. So I think what might happen now is we might get more people to become fans of Miles, because the video game audience is huge, and that first Spider-Man game sold really, really well at the start and picked up a lot of new people along the way who, bought it, afterwards and stuff. So I would say the one thing I think the game's going to do is it's going to make Miles more of a household name than he's already starting to become. And I think that's only going to be good for Sony and for everyone else who want to put him in more movies. And I think that'll help out with getting more people to like the character. So when Spider-Verse 2 comes out, there's a bigger fan base for Miles. Um, so yeah, I think that's what's going to happen as far as in the real world. As far as what's going to happen in the game, I think we're just going to get a personal story where Miles is, his mom's running for mayor or something of that part of New York, and so I think there's going to be a lot of personal stakes for Miles. It seems like a more intimate story where he's not really saving New York or the world. It seems he's just trying to stop something that's growing in his neck of the woods. I think he's in Harlem now instead of Brooklyn because I think he's originally from Brooklyn. Um, but still, I don't know. I'm anxious to see what they're gonna do, and I'm anxious to see what role Spider-Man will play in it. I think Spider-Man's on vacation with Mary Jane, and this is Miles like watching over New York. So I'm kind of into that. I think that's gonna be fun. So here you go. Look at Master Chief. So this one has some damage on it, battle damage on his armor there. You can see. Um, he looks great. There's some good paint applications. I mean, the thing is, for a figure this small, it's pretty detailed. And it's funny because the 6-inch figures, as someone said earlier, is not that detailed. And it's that's where you can put the gun, by the way, just like in the video game. You can strap it onto his back. Um, it's pretty good. They got gold paint applications on the visor right there. I mean, for $10, this guy is not bad. There's even some scuff marks on his armor there. Like you can see the silver scuff marks from running around. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I got some stuff for my Pennywise and Ghostface cosplays. All right, that's pretty sweet. Email me a picture or two if you have it when you post them up. I'm really excited for the new Halo. Who made these? They are pretty good. So this company, I'm glad you mentioned that. This company is a company I never heard of before. They're called Jazzwares. Where is their logo? They're so new at this that they didn't even put their logo on these toys. If I made this toy, I'd be so proud. It would be like Halo, and it would say Jazzwares, like right underneath it. But it's Jazzwares, Jazwares, Jazzwares. You can see very little down here, like very small. It says www.jazzwares.com. So Jazzwares is the company. They make the toys for the How to Train Your Dragon movies. And I think this is one of their first video game licenses, as far as I know. But I could be wrong here. The collectible card, I'm not taking out right now because it has a code on the back for the Xbox. So right here, includes game add-on. So this right here, this on the back of this is a code for a game that's not even out yet, but the game was supposed to be out right now. But that will give you a code for multiplayer. I'm gonna guess it's probably a piece of armor or a skin for your weapon, because the Master Chief, the McFarlane figures used to do that when Halo 4 and 5 came out. McFarlane had the license back then, and I owned a bunch of those figures, and they came with rare armor and gun skins. So I play the multiplayer game. People go, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Oh, I buy all the toys." So yeah, so that's what that is. So it's not a card. I mean, it is a card, but it's not like a collectible card, like a trading card. Peter got beat by Rhino and Miles saves him. I think it's going to be the opening scene. Yeah, I didn't watch that scene. I had heard about it. I didn't watch it though. But yeah, I'm going to guess that's probably the opening of the game. Is that maybe Peter's, I don't know, maybe a little too distracted, or things with Mary Jane are going so well that he's just not focused, and so he maybe loses a fight to Rhino, and Miles probably like, "Dude, come on, it's Rhino. Like, we've beaten him before. Like, what's going on?" And he's probably like, "Dude, I need a vacation, or something. I need to get away or something." And maybe Miles like, "Dude, do it. I can take care of New York." And maybe that's the start of the story, is Miles is a little cocky and he's like, "I can do this. You've been training me. I can handle this." And then maybe things, obviously go from bad to worse. So yeah, I'm curious to see where they go with that. Hey, no problem, Nova. Be right back, Sid. Um, oh, these are brand new then. Yes, these are brand new. These are all from Halo Infinite. They just came out October 1st, I think, of this year. So just a couple weeks ago. So I've been buying these. Well, I bought like one or two, and then like I said, my mom found some others, and then I found the rest. So um, we've been collecting these all month, trying to find them all. These are essentially my Christmas gifts early because we're basically just going to be broke from here on out. So we figured while we each had a little bit of extra, we're just going to buy them now. And this is I'm basically opening my Christmas presents right in front of you guys right now. Um, do you own any of the Halo replica weapons from Halo? Yes, I do, but not like the high grade ones. I just own the Nerf ones. Not the new Nerf ones. I haven't bought any of those yet, but the Boomco ones that came out a couple years ago. So I have like a Needler, an assault, or I think an assault rifle, or one of the guns. I have the energy sword signed by like 100 people because I brought it to Halo Outpost Discovery. If you're a Halo fan, you should check out that video. It's a Seek and Destroy episode. I don't remember what number it is. I want to say it's around 70s or 80s. So you can look in the playlist. But I went to Outpost Discovery and had a blast. And I basically brought the energy sword and I had everyone sign it. All the voice actors, anyone who wrote a novel for a Halo comic book. I met everybody and I just had them sign the sword. So I have like 100 signatures on that sword. Jazzwares is new, I think, but Jeremy Padawer, formerly of Mattel, now works for them and is really great. He revolutionized the WWE figures years ago and is acquiring new licenses like AEW. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's great. So yeah, Jazzwares, I never heard of them before, but I think they had done How to Train Your Dragon toys, or at least that was in I think that was in an article I read. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought that's what I read. So it sounds like, yeah, they're kind of an up and coming company, but landing Halo, because Halo was owned by, the licensing was McFarlane was making the toys for years, for like 8 years. And then they went to Mattel for two series of 6 figures, and then like 2 special edition figures. So I have those two somewhere. There's Atrioxes in there and a couple other ones. And recently I had sold a bunch of them because I was trying to make some extra money for just bills and stuff. And that's pretty much where the money came from to buy these new ones. Because I sold all those toys and I was like, yeah, I guess they're just not going to release anything for Halo. And then boom, these came out. And then I found out they showed these off at New York Toy Fair earlier this year. And I knew nothing about them. I see the new Lego Carnage in the top right. Are you excited for the Lego Carnage bust? I didn't know they were doing a Lego Carnage bust. Is that for real? That's great. I didn't know they were doing that. Are they doing Venom and Carnage? Because if so, I'll buy them. We'll do a speed build video or something of them. He's bringing back Micro Machines too. Remember those? Oh yeah, I do remember Micro Machines. That's cool. That's neat. So maybe Jeremy at Mattel, when he left to come over to Jazzwares, maybe he was the connection to 343, and maybe he was like, hey, we're starting a new company. Let me make your toys, because these are great. I gotta say, these are good figures. Actually, let's open these next, and then we'll get to the 2-packs. So we have Spartan Tanaka. You can't really see them because they're so big, and Master Chief. So these are the 12-inch figures. There are other Titan series ones. There's a Spartan Mark 7 in red, and there's a UNSC Marine. And I do not really care to own either of those. So I just want the characters. That's all I like. I just like the characters. So we got Master Chief and Tanaka. Tanaka, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like she's from Spartan Locke's team, because I don't remember. I can't remember. I feel like she is, but maybe one of you guys can correct me. Is she from Spartan Locke's team, or is she part of Blue Team? I thought she was part of Osiris, Team Osiris. But I could be wrong. Pardon the noise. I gotta cut these tabs off. Yeah. So we have Master Chief here. His arms do... Whoa, never mind. Now they will. I didn't realize he was handcuffed. So yeah, he's got a ball joint on his arms, got the elbow bend, hand swivel, thigh movement, in and out, knee bend. No ankle joints on these, but he does have a ball joint in his head. So that's nice. We're going to probably put the gun on the back this time. Boom. Put the gun there. You can't fit it in his hand, but I have the other one with it in his hand, so yeah, let me raise this up. And I will raise you up. There's all my Lego back there. You can see all the Venom Lego. Have you guys seen that yet? All my Venom toys over there. Venom and Spider-Man. This is the background to my Venom vlog set. My PlayStation over there. So yeah. All right. So he's also got the scuff mark paint job on him. So he's been through some stuff here. And yeah, we'll have him looking like he does on one of the covers. He's got his arms out like that. Dun 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 dun. Hi, Echo. My dog is finding me very odd tonight. He's like, "Are you okay, Dad?" No, Echo. I'm surrounded by Halo toys. I'm having the time of my life. Yeah, it's coming in May. Oh, nice. It's gonna be May. All right, we'll put Master Chief back there. And we'll open up Tanaka here. Who, like I said, I feel like she was on Team Osiris, but anyway, I like the characters in Halo 5. I'm not a big fan of the story because I feel like there's definitely chunks of it missing. I think there was like some content that was just never completed, based on like the early kind of planning of what they wanted from the story. So, so I don't think there's not a ton of, stuff in the game as far as substance goes. But I do like the characters. I like Locke and Team Osiris, and they brought Buck back and Vale. But I just can't remember who the fourth member is, and I want to say it's Tanaka, but I could be wrong. All right, making a mess. I just got like a piles of toy boxes behind me. Thank you guys for the 7 thumbs up. I hope you guys are enjoying just, the toys, I guess, just seeing the toys. But like I said, if you have other questions or anything, you can always ask me. I'm doing this live stream tonight. Like I said earlier, it's because I was supposed to work tomorrow and work got canceled for me. Something very serious happened. Like I can't really talk about it. It's not about me or about anything like that. It's just but it's just like something that needs to be taken care of or handled. So they're giving us the day off, which it does suck because I needed that money. Like rent is due next week, and so I don't know. I needed that money, but at the same time, it's like I care more about people's safety. So I just hope whoever what's going on, I hope it gets taken care of and that everyone's okay. So she's having trouble holding this weapon. Here we go. There we go. It's just got to go in the right hand. So yeah, okay. So she has the sniper rifle, which is awesome. The guy on the left looks cool. Oh yeah, Master Chief there. He's awesome. So we have Tanaka. I can't fold her arms in to like hold the gun in any other way, like hold it like a sniper, like up like that. Maybe I can. Oh nope, it doesn't stay. I like getting characters to hold guns like this, like with shotguns and stuff. But yeah, looks like it's not going to happen. So we'll just have her one-handed. There you go. So there you go. And yeah, the detail on these are neat. I mean, these aren't made to be super detailed. These are kind of designed for kids to just kind of smash them together and punch them together and stuff. But I like this scale mainly because when I collect for YouTubing, they show up in the background. So sometimes when I do YouTube, these 6-inch toys in the background and the Lego, you can barely see them. But those over there, you can see clear as day. Like those are Titan series figures, or 12 inches, just like the ones we're looking at. And you can see them really well in the background. So I tend to really like, those kind of toys for that reason. They're great for YouTube. And the DMR is the best Halo weapon. And yeah, the DMR is great. Actually, that's my favorite as well. Is that what Master Chief has the assault rifle, and then yeah, she has the DMR. Sorry, I think I call it the sniper rifle. Yeah, she's got the DMR. And you're right, that's one of the best weapons in the game. Probably my favorite too. In most of the games, I think there's one game where I didn't use it as much. I think it might have been Halo 5. I don't think I used the DMR as much as I did in previous Halo games, but I definitely like that weapon a lot. Oh, Gundam model kit, nice, and a NECA Jason, sweet. NECA makes great toys. All right, so let me get these out of the way. And welcome, Josh G. All right, so let's open these 2 packs. All right, we got 3 of them. So we'll put those 2 up there. And we got this one here. So let me get my blade. Where'd I put it? Oh, no. Oh, wow. I think I straight up lost my blade. Well, I couldn't have lost it. It's got to be here. It's just, I just can't see it. Here we go. All right. Oops. They did kill it with Master Chief. Yeah, he's cool looking. Oh, the alien. Oh, the I don't have an alien. You probably just mean Venom. Oh yeah, gotcha. Venom. Gotcha. My favorite has to be the Needler. The Needler is a fun gun. It's a great Nerf gun too. Well, not Nerf. I keep calling it Nerf. Boomco made a Needler that's like a Nerf. And I love that one. So yeah, you can see on the back, all the boxes are the same. They all have the same image of Master Chief. They don't tell you anything about the characters. There's no stats or anything like that. I'm going to guess it's just, I don't know, maybe keep the design team down as far as like paying too much for design on these. The boxes do look nice. I like the military green, and they got the shot of Master Chief there, and the font is really nice. I mean, it does look good, but I can see where they were like, hey, let's not design each of these. And who knows, maybe they decide, maybe that was a last minute change because the game, maybe they found out the game wasn't going to come out, and they're like, all right, well, we don't want to give away too much of these characters because this guy here, this bad guy up here, Giga Rumnai, or Radamne, I think is a new character, I think, or maybe from something that happened in the comics. Like, I don't know, but I think that's a newer character. So all right, let's open this 2-pack. We got the base for the Marine and the base for the Grunt. All right. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry for the noise. I didn't know the Grunt was held down by something. But now that I know that, let me move the Marine back here, and we'll check and see if he's also pinned down by something. His weapon is, that's for sure. Okay. Weapon. Ha! The Marine had no extra strings to hold him down. So they were like, nah, no one's going to steal the Marine. Sweet symbiote display. Hey, thank you. Yeah, there's a lot. As we get rid of these Halo figures, you'll see more and more of it. What's up, Christian Cottle? The Needler, you say, is your favorite. We're about to look at a Needler here in a second. And I think you can trade the weapons between the characters for the most part, although the Marine's hands look a little too small to handle the Needler. So I'm probably not going to put the Needler in his hand, because the handle for it just looks really big. But yeah, give me a second. There's the weapons aren't go into your hand. So this, I gotta say, from a design standpoint, I'm not a fan of this weapon as far as like the handle. So they didn't make the handle a hard piece of plastic, so it's not like forcing its way into the toy that well. So I'm gonna have to use my blade to hold the hand open so I could fit this handle in. But so when people ask me, "Hey, are you a Star Wars fan?" I say, "Well, I used to be." And they go, "Oh, why you don't like the new stuff?" And I say, "Well, it's not so much that. It's just that Halo took over for me. After I played Halo, I was like, this is my new sci-fi thing." And it has beaten Star Wars every step of the way since it came out. Although I do like Rebels a lot and the Clone Wars cartoon. But for the most part, Halo is my new Star Wars. So I get really into this stuff. So there's the Marine. He does look great. I got to say, the visor, the gold on it looks good. I don't know. I mean, I think so. They made a single pack version of him. I think just for costs, they were like, oh, we can just touch up the paint, make him slightly different looking, and put him in a single pack, and that's fine. But and that's good for army building. Like if you're one of those types of people who buys like, you know, 20 stormtroopers or stuff like that. Like I did that once with Lego. I bought 20 stormtroopers for Lego, and I had like a little army of stormtroopers following Darth Vader around and the Emperor. But I typically don't do that for the most part, just because of money. But I was working at Lego, and when I first started there, they released a Lego set from Rebels with a stormtrooper transport unit, and it was like $15, and it came with 4 stormtroopers. So I got my 50% discount, and I bought like 10 of them or something like that. So I had 40 stormtroopers. So yeah, here we go. The Marine. Oops, that was my bad. I was trying to adjust his feet real quick or his legs, um, and that I'd knocked him off his own stand. So cool. So we got him. Looks good. Put him with the others. And here we go. Some of my favorite guys in the games, the Grunts. I was learning more about their backstory a couple years ago, and I really loved hearing about it. Where they're a race that was at war with the Jackals, I believe, and then the Covenant came and kind of united most of them and said like, no, we're gonna all team together to destroy humans. Like or the new version of Forerunners, and the prophets were like kind of brainwashed them all and got them all to unite. So I just thought that was kind of neat that they were like this race that was against each other, and then they became allies because of a lie that this religious zealot kind of told them. I think that's pretty cool. So here we go. You got the Needler. So the design on the Needler is not the best. The needles to me don't stick out as high as they probably should. But that's okay. I mean, it's such a minor nitpick. As far as the mold goes, it's nice. It's nice and long, like the actual gun is. Fits in his hand really well. Um, the rocky, lumpy skin looks really great. They did the design on this really well. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. There we go, zooming. But his backpack looks great. I love these in the game when you put on the birthday skull and you shoot them, and they're just like, yay! And it's like, you just hear people, like it's like a kid's birthday party, like going off after you shoot them. It just adds, like on the replay of the game, it just adds a lot of fun because I'll just go around hitting those headshots. And you just hear plunk, yay! But yeah, these things are cool. I like the grunts a lot. They're among my favorite in the Covenant, which is what it's called when they're all united. They become part of the Covenant. Thanks for the 8 thumbs up. Thank you. I've only played a little Halo when I was younger. My stepbrother and brother. Halo is, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm a late bloomer. When the first Halo came out, I think I was living here in Orlando, and I played the multiplayer at a LAN party, and I kind of got into it, but I only played like 2 or 3 games because we were rotating, and there was like a lot of people at the party. So I only played a little bit of it. But after my aneurysm rupture and I was kind of recovering, I was back home in South Carolina, and Reach was about to come out, and my friends at that time were like, dude, Halo, best game ever, best series, you got to check it out. And so when Reach came out, that was my first Halo campaign that I played, and I was completely pulled in. I didn't feel like the story was that great, although it was funny. It reminded me of the Suicide Squad, and then now that Rogue One is out, it's kind of like that. It's like it's basically a group of Spartans that they're pretty sure they're gonna die, and they're on a suicide mission, but they got to basically transfer Cortana to to the Forward Unto Dawn, or a UNS Infinity, SC Infinity, or something like that. I think it's the Infinity, because Forward Unto Dawn, I believe, is Lasky's ship from Halo 4. So yeah, I mean, it's really cool stuff. I really like Reach a lot. I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think the story was amazing, but it was good enough to where it pulled me in. The multiplayer was a lot of fun, and then I went on from there to become a Halo fan. Then my friend let me read the book Fall of Reach, and that was awesome. And then it's been all uphill from there, as they say. All right, so let me take all these out of the packaging and cut the things. Let me see if I have any comments I got to catch up on. Is that Ultimate Marvel Select Carnage? That thing is so rare, you're lucky. So yes, back there, that is Marvel Select Carnage. I found him here in Florida like 2 months ago, I think around 2 months ago, at a comic store, and he was like $25. I don't think the person who was selling it knew how rare it was, and I didn't, because I was kind of broke. I didn't feel like being honest, because sometimes they'll say, "Hey, this figure is actually worth a lot. Do you want to look it up first?" I've done that before, actually. I like to be honest and pay what it's worth, but at the same time, I was broke, so I kind of was like, you know what? It's a big store. If maybe he tried to sell it for more money and didn't, for all I know. So I just said, screw it. I'll buy it at the price he has it for. So I think he had it marked for $25. So yeah, I'm very lucky, because that's also, but I'm also unlucky because that toy comes with a dead Gwen Stacy. So yeah, it literally comes with a Gwen Stacy corpse. Jason Voorhees, an awesome movie monster. My favorite is Pennywise. Yeah, I like Pennywise, but Voorhees for me is top of the line. I love Jason Voorhees. All right, so let me open this. This is hooked at the waist. So pardon me for the noise. So this villain, I don't know this villain. I think this villain is new to Halo Infinite. So I don't know anything about this villain, other than their name on the box, which is Jaga Radamne. Comes with the energy sword and the Spartan Mark 5B. Comes with a shock rifle. And the other individual figure I was talking about earlier, the one that's in the single pack, it's in white armor. It's a Spartan Mark 5A. I'm not a big fan of the later designs of the Spartans. Well, not the design so much, but just like them as characters. Particularly like the 6 and 7 models. Like if someone's like a Spartan Mark 6 or Spartan Mark 7, I kind of call them the millennials of I know that sounds really mean to millennials, but I kind of just, I'm not into them that much. But I do, the Mark 5s are fine. I don't mind them too much. But I'm mainly just, I like the old school Spartans. And actually my favorites are the ODSTs, who aren't even Spartans at all, but they are tough. And that game, Halo 3 ODST, that's my favorite Halo game, because it's kind of a detective story in a way, and it's really fun to play. If you're wondering what's taking me so long, it's because I had to put the sword on this guy's hand, the energy sword, and put his base on. So this is an elite right here. Oops, sorry, let me get that zoom going. God, dude, zoom. I think it's the lighting. The lighting is starting to shift, like I don't know. It's weird because I have two lights aimed right at us, and they've been consistent. But I noticed that one light is stronger than the other. Let me see if I can pull this around. Maybe that'll help a little bit, because I want you guys to see the detail on this guy. For $20 for a 2-pack, this is pretty good. Pretty good detail. All right, here we go. Just got to find that sweet spot. Oh, man, this sucks. Sorry about this. It's weird. I keep tapping my screen, and he's not. Oh, man. Whatever. Oh, well. I guess we'll just do it from here. But yeah, anyway. So here's the Elite. I love his armor. Jaga is his name. So I hope he's more interesting and tougher than Julum Dama, who was like an enemy in Spartan Ops that, it took us all, 10 episodes to fight, and he got away with Dr. Halsey, kidnapped her at the end. But then at the beginning of Halo 5, he gets killed in like 5 seconds by Team Osiris. So yeah, I hope Jaga here is a more formidable foe. All right, and then last we have this. Wow, this is a giant. This gun is almost as big as the character that's holding it. So let me do this. Let me set this thing up. Wow, this is. Wait till you guys see this. I'm gonna need the base plate for this character because I don't think he'll stand up, or he or she, because it's just a Mark V, so they don't say who it is, but it's he or she. But look at that. Look at that gun. That's amazing. Charging up. It's like a mini railgun. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the Mark Vs, I mean, they're fine. I don't know. I don't dislike them as much as I like the 6 and 7s. And there is a Spartan 7 in the 12-inch figures and in the 6-inch figures. And I'm just like, I don't care. It's like a red Spartan. I'm like, I don't really care about that. Dang it. The gun, I knew the gun was going to fall. This character is, I have a feeling I'm going to have to mess around with this one the most out of all the characters. It's not staying on its base very well. So that means the holes and the pegs aren't matching up as well as they could. And then also the gun is ginormous. So it's probably causing some balancing issues with the toy. So anyway, we'll do the best we can with it. All right, so now you're going to see more Spider-Man figures back there. I like the transparent look of the needles. Yeah, they were cool looking. That little pink. That's a steel nice. Yeah, for sure. That price on that figure was good. I like Jaga's color scheme is cool. It's like gunmetal. You're right. I like it. And with the orange energy sword and the orange energy shield, that's really nice looking too. He is definitely cool. A sucker for black and red. Yeah, it's really good. It's like he's got black details, but he's mainly gunmetal gray, which looks really awesome. You like Spartan Ops? Kind of wish they'd bring it back. I'm a fan of Spartan Ops too. I actually, on my gaming channel last week, because I played Spartan Ops on Twitch like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. So I found those videos because I'm cleaning up my computer and stuff, and I found them, and I was like, you know what? I should upload these to my gaming channel. So my Spartan Ops playthroughs are now on my gaming channel over on my other YouTube channel. So you can look it up. It's youtube.com/spittingvenom if you haven't already checked it out. And I just uploaded my 10 episodes of Spartan Ops last week, and then this week I uploaded my 3 episodes of Spartan Assault, which was like this little kind of mini game thing. It was like a top-down game where you play as a couple different Spartans, I think, but one of them is Sarah Palmer, who is one of my favorite of the newer Spartans. I like her a lot. All right, last 2-pack, which is good. We're about at the 1-hour marker, which is kind of what I was hoping to hit. So again, we have another Master Chief. I'm having a little bit of trouble bending his arm, though. There we go. Had to force his elbow a little bit. But this one I'll set up easily because the other one has the gun. Although this is this is a different gun. Never mind. I was gonna put this gun on his back, but I was like, nah, this is a different gun. Master Chief comes with the Hydra launcher, and the Brute Captain in this 2-pack comes with the Gravity Hammer, which is another great weapon, especially in multiplayer. I like that multiplayer mode where everybody has a Gravity Hammer. You just run around hitting each other. I think that was on Reach. But yeah, that was fun times. All right, there we go. So yeah. Nice Prowler in the back. I love the Prowler. He's one of my favorite characters. Has been for years. Actually, I pitched a Prowler miniseries back in like, oh, I don't know, 2015. And then I was told by I think it was it Nick Lowe? I can't remember. It was one of the editors on the Spider-Man book. They were like, "Hey, thanks for your pitch, but like we already have Dan Slott has plans for a Prowler." I'm like, "Okay." And then it took Dan Slott 4 years to get to those plans. So I was kind of like, "Oh, thanks." So here we have Master Chief. There we go. Look at that. I have him holding it like a gat. Pa, 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 pa. He's got more damage this time. These are the burn marks. When you start taking heavy damage, you start seeing these on your armor. So that's pretty cool. So he is painted a little differently than the other figure, although it's the same figure, but he's got like the burn marks on his helmet here. And yeah, he's just a little bit more damaged than the other versions. So this version has full damage. The other one has scrapes on it. And there is a Warthog you can buy for $30, the vehicle, and a Mongoose, which is the four-wheeler like off-roader vehicle. You can buy those, and they come with Master Chiefs that have no damage on them, or a lot less damage, I think. So here we go. We have our Brute Captain. Super good detail. Love the chin. That's really nice looking. The gold armor applications are great. The kind of the details. And this is like a brown, which I normally wouldn't say would go good, but it's nice looking. It actually complements the gold really, really well. And there's even some stains on the armor showing some rust. So some rusted spots. I gotta say, this guy looks really cool. His armor design is great. So he's a brute chieftain. Sorry, he's a brute chieftain, and he's got his big helmet there, and his gravity hammer, which has I love that. That's looking nice. Oops. Okay, I guess it's not gonna show. There we go. Okay. So yeah, he's awesome. Look. Whoa. Sweet. And then he's got his base plate, so we'll put him on that. All right, so let me set all these up. Let's put Master Chief and Tanaka there. Put these characters here. All right. And but yeah, you guys got a good look at my Spider-Man toys back there. Let me show you those real quick. Got the Legos on top. We got all the 6-inch figures there. And then down here, we got some more. We got Gwen. We got the body of Gwen Stacy. We got some statues. We got Black Cat, Silk, Spider-Man from the movie, Scream, Carnage, Black Spider-Man, and Venom statues. Venom 3 statue from the movie, Venom Piggy Bank, Anti-Venom, Gwen, Aranya, I think that's her name, Mary Jane from the movies, Spider-Man from the video game statue. That was a gift from a coworker of mine, Spider-Ham, and the dead body of Gwen Stacy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. Gravity Hammer is so fun. Yeah, for sure. I have 3 and I play that mode with my friends a lot. Nice. Yeah, that Gravity Hammer mode is a blast. All right. So let's just tilt. Oh, so part of the I think that's what that is. I'm like, what is that little thing in the corner? There's a little bolt from my C-stand right there. So that's what it was in that corner. So I'm sorry if that was there the whole time. It was probably why it was having trouble zooming at times. But anyway, so that's pretty much my Halo collection now. And we'll go on the shelves behind me, where my workstation is. So that way, when I'm gaming, the camera from my PlayStation is right there on that C stand, with a little bit of tape on it because it broke. So I had to put some tape to reinforce it. Pretty, it's like, I don't have a ton of money. I didn't have any clips either put on there, so I just put some tape on it for now. But anyway, so when it aims at me this way, behind me are Halo posters and toys and Resident Evil posters and toys that you can kind of see. And then when I film, behind where I'm sitting and the camera's facing this way, all of this Venom stuff you see, along with, I have like my Venom stuff over here. You can see my light in the reflection there. You can see me in the reflection. Hi. My Goon poster, that's really just a placeholder until they make a Venom Let There Be Carnage movie poster, and then I'm going to put that there. And then we have the Venom artwork that I got from Dragoon on eBay, and then I got the big thing that was donated to me by that kid when I worked at Lego. He had a birthday party, and he traded me this for a 6-foot-long Spider-Man poster that had all the Spider-Man on it from the Spider-Verse. And then I have from Gray Matter Artwork, there's a poster back there. They just had a sale today. They released a new Venom poster from Tyler Kirkham. So if you are into Venom art on your wall, definitely give Gray Matter Art a try. Go to graymatterart.com and find some awesome art prints from them. So there you go. So Halo, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This was like an hour-long video. And I appreciate, the support. I appreciate the 8 thumbs up and all you guys asking me questions and chatting with me and telling me about your favorite Halo things. But I also appreciate the comments about the Venom figures in the back. It means a lot to me as well. And we will definitely I'll have another Venom vlog go up tomorrow afternoon. And now that I don't have to work, I can spend more time editing it. And then I'll try to record a couple videos tomorrow to post up for the weekend, so you guys have some extra Venom vlog content. And then also, please check out my latest community post and see the Venom 2 trailer video song that Rodrigo did. It's very, very funny, so make sure you check that out and subscribe to him as well. And then also, I think How It Should Have Ended released a Venom video in the past few days about just like them doing their own version of the Venom movie with animation in like a 10-minute format. And I'm probably going to do a reaction video to that. So you'll probably see that. Maybe I'll film that tomorrow. So I'll have more content for you very soon with Venom. Thanks for hanging out with me for this Seek and Destroy episode to look at Halo toys. I'll see you guys all in the future. Peace.